Hey everybody, it's ZeroGear Plus, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV. In the last episode, we finally did the Sylvan Cave, and we got the stuff that was inside. We went to Fabul here, and we got the Frying Pan of Love, and we went and hit Yang with it, and then we came back and we got the Cleaver. But in between this episode and the last one, it's actually been a couple days since I recorded last, but I just rendered together the previous episode, so I know exactly what I did. Between now and the last episode, I cleared out my inventory a lot. I didn't sell everything, I merely put it with the Fat Chocobo, which is not incredibly important, but for now, I just basically stored everything I'm not going to be using right now, I stored with him. And, if I need it later, I'll have ways of getting it. So, for now, let's jump on the Lunar Whale and... Okay, I was wondering if the game actually, had music for the Lunar Whale. Which it does, but apparently in that little cutscene a couple episodes back, it didn't. As you guys can see, we have a little Fat Chocobo here of our own, so we can give him stuff, we can take stuff from him, but I don't need any of this stuff right now. So, I don't want it clogging up my inventory space. It's as simple as that. Anyway, having done all the side quests we can do for right now, let's go to the moon! Game? Whoa! Far out. Reminds me of the whole Discovery album from Daft Punk. Or at least the whole, the Interstellar 5555. But in any case, it's all good. I mean, no real reason to complain. Wow, we are much higher off the ground than I actually expected. I think even higher than the Super Nintendo version. Just something, we seem much higher off the surface than we should be. Even the Super Nintendo version, I think, was different. Anyway, I want to check out this little alcove here first. This is the Hummingway Cave. And there's one in particular I want to find, because he will sell me stuff. Oh, no, that's the real Namingway. No, not you. There you are. This is the guy. I don't want to buy anything from him, but he has stuff for sale. In particular, ethers and dry ethers, if you ever wanted to buy those, which you shouldn't ever have to buy those unless you really suck at this game. We are the Hummingways. We do things that no one else can do. Oh, so that must explain why Namingway is on Earth. Because, these guys... It's like, hey, there was that one guy. Change your name? What do you mean? I cannot change your name. It is the name you were born with. I do not have the right to tamper with such... I don't know what the proper term would be. I don't know. I do not have the right, let us say. Anyway, there's nothing really to do on the moon except two things. Well, technically three right now, but overall, whenever you come to the moon, it's for one of two reasons. I mean, like, after this next little section of plot, but in any case. Oh, before I totally forget, because I'll probably make use of these later, and I will not have explained them because I totally forgot. These things here are like Enertrons. They are, it's like an instant cabin. Refills all your HP and MP, not that I needed to use it or anything. I just figured I'd show it off, because I will be using them later, most likely. I mean, hey, it's a free stay. Wouldn't you use that? Frequent flyer miles. So let's take a look around here. Lunar Underground Pass. Now, it might sound like there's no music, but it's actually the music. It's probably really faint, but you'll hear it soon enough. Like, right? Now. Yeah, it's the Crystal Chamber room from when we were on Mount Ordeals. I almost said Mount Hobbs, but I wouldn't be right. Monsters! See what kind of monsters they have on the moon. Uh-oh, prokaryotes and eukaryotes, or... I think that's what they were. I paid attention in school. Not as much as I would have liked, but I didn't sleep. But my mind did often wander. Okay, what kind of arrows are you using? Mute arrows? Those aren't going to help me at all. Sadly, right now, that's all I have to work with. Oops. I guess we'll just have you heal for now. Where's Kira? There you are. Rightia, I could use you right now. Yeah, Leviathan's totally going to be the way to go. I'm not going to demonstrate the Sylph Summon just yet, because I'm going to have a particular instance later in the game. Well, that sucked, didn't it? there's going to be a particular section, particular boss later in the game, actually, that Sylph is really good against, so I'll wait until then to show off Sylph. Unless, of course, I can think of a time sooner than now. Not that it's too far in the future, but if I can think of a time sooner to use it, then I'll do it then. But until then, I don't think I'll have to. Alright, he gained a level. That's pretty nice. And we got a golden apple from this chest, which I'm going to want to give to Rydia. After I heal Rosa, that is. Where is Izuna? There you are. And we need to heal something fierce. Not you. I missed the PSP menu. Whoa, game. Okay. Are we good? We're good. I didn't need to heal her up there, but if anything, I should have waited to heal her because I'm going to use that golden apple. If you're playing the PSP version of the game, however, if you come across any silver or golden apples, I would recommend saving them for later. And I will explain why when we get to that point. Uh-oh. 2 abyss worms. I don't think I can even kill these guys right now. They are strong. Case in point. Come on, somebody's turn. Switch rows, switch rows, switch rows if you please. Come on, guys, do it for me. Of course you're going for Rosa. I'm going to want to use a Cure 4 because I don't trust anybody. Cecil's defense is going to really suck. We might as well get Leviathan off right now because it's going to be really strong. Wow, that was really good. And she's not even using a rod, or staff, rather, that would increase her spirit at all. I wonder what her spirit's at right now. I don't even know. Yeah, go Edge! I mean, Cecil's 10 times better than you and can run circles around you, but still. Even with the Avenger increasing Cecil's speed, I think Edge is still faster. Yeah. Good damage, good damage. Good hit. Not a crit, but good hit anyway. Okay. Yeah, not too particularly fond of this fight. Especially in the DS version. Holy cow, those guys are bad. I almost said crow. Because I've been saying holy crap for years. But anyway. Did I even use that golden apple? No, because I'm an idiot. Oh, didn't want to do that per se, but... Alright. Gives her 100 HP, 100 max HP, rather, but... Curaga is not cheap in any way. Costs 40 to use, and that'll be detrimental before too long. So don't go using it, you know, like, all the time. If you need to heal everybody, I'd suggest just using Curaga. It should work all the same. Just fight, why not? I should have aimed if I'm gonna do that, but... Leviathan, I mean, no reason not to. There's nothing really... I don't think they have any elemental weaknesses, and to my knowledge, there isn't a way that you can inflict status ailments on them, so... I personally am not going to worry about it. But it's like, if they're susceptible to, like, Toad or Minnie or something, I mean, they're not too hard, so I don't see a real need to do it, but... It's there, if you want to do it. How are we looking? We'll be fine. Rydia could use a little bit of HP, but her HP is naturally low anyway, so we got a moon... What? Oh! Hey, that's a, hold on, there's 2 different types of curtains. There's a light curtain and a lunar curtain. Light curtains, which I showed accidentally earlier, in the sealed cave. I think that's how far back it was that we got that. Screw it, I'm gonna run from this. The light curtains cast wall on one of your party members. The lunar curtain, however, casts reflect on a party member and negates physical attacks. So that's really cool. Just had a fight with some Prokaryotes and Eukaryotes, and a new enemy, Dark Grenades, which can drop the bomb summon. Not that I'm interested in it or anything. Okay, here's the second underground pass. I think the monsters won't change. I mean, if anything, we'll find dark bombs or grenades or whatever. Or no monsters at all, that's cool too. But, yeah, I think we could have run into grenades or dark bombs or whatever you want to call them in that first lunar passage, so I think the monsters stay the same between them. So anyway, here we are at the home of the Lunarians. Awesome. Every good Final Fantasy game needs Lunarians. Or, you know, some type of higher society, or even a different race, like The Lunarians happen to be. So here we have a... Good, I just wanted to test that to make sure this was the right one. Because here... Well, I'm just going to tell you guys, if you haven't played this JRPG before, on the left side of the room is a HP and status recovering pad, and then over here on the right is an MP recovering pad. However, you can just heal yourself up completely before stepping on this one, and it works all the same. So honestly, I never use the one over to the left. In fact, I really never seem to use either of these. I just use a cabin outside. But whatever floats your boat. Welcome to Delfino Plaza, where the sun is always shining. I wish I owned Super Mario Sunshine still. I haven't played that game in a long time. Wow. Nice magic trick. What else can you do? I can shoot dubs out of my fingertips. Because I'm Jim Dark Magic. Who are you? I'm Fusoya, or Fusoya, whatever you people want to call him. But I think it's Fusoya because... I mean, look at where the capital letters are. That's obviously where the accent starts, or is, or whatever. Grammar! Lunarians? Correct. It's been a very, very long time. We are people from a long-destroyed planet. That was between the 4th and 5th planet of the solar system. You know, the universe is nearly infinite, so you're gonna have to be a little more specific. What, do you mean this solar system? Probably. During the final days of our world, we built a ship and traveled to the Blue Planet. The journey was long and we had to hibernate for survival. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of something. Between the 4th and 5th planet, that would be between Mars and Jupiter, if I'm not mistaken, and that's right in the middle of the asteroid belt. So it would make sense that their home planet was destroyed. Blue Planet? The planet that you live on. But the creatures of your planet were still evolving. So we created another moon and continued sleeping. Another moon? But one of us refused to sleep. He wanted to purge your planet of all living beings, so we could settle there. How awful! He was a brilliant man, but impatient. We tried to reason with him, but he wouldn't listen. Instead, he became very bitter and vengeful. He created the Tower of Babel to give mankind the tool to destroy themselves. It was then I forced that man to sleep, but his mind was still awake. Over these eons, he became consumed with hatred, increasing his psychic powers to destroy every living thing. Since he is sealed below, he uses his powers to control those with the dark soul. Then Golbez is merely a puppet. Who is this guy? His name is Zemus. The crystals are our source of energy. The source of our energy, I think that actually read it. Whatever. Zemus, knowing this, used the crystals... Oh, I thought it said people. Zemus, knowing this, used the crystal's power to operate the dimensional elevator in the Tower of Babel. Once all the crystals are gathered, the elevator brings down mankind's doom. The Giant of Babel. Well, I'm glad they actually explain how that happens, because I've always personally wondered how the interdimensional elevator works. I mean, they touch upon it and they say that it exists, but I don't think a Final Fantasy game has really explained what it does. Oh, so that's the way to the moon. Good lord! But the rest of us aren't like that. We wanted to wait until the people of the Blue Planet were advanced enough to be able to speak with us, to share our hopes, fears, experiences. Together, our combined people could have done so much. Everyone dreamed of that day. What about the magical ship that brought us here? It wasn't too long ago that my younger brother Kluya made it, and went to the Blue Planet. Kluya was enthralled with your world and often spoke about aiding your evolution. He built the Devil's Road, or whatever, and gave your people the potential to wield magic, and build airships. He founded Mysidia and taught them legends that would make our dream a reality. However, Kluya fell in love with a woman from the Blue Planet. She bore him 2 children. One of them was you. What a twist! That would make you my uncle, Uncle Fu! I'm just gonna call you Uncle Fu from now on. Never thought to do that before. Then the voice I heard on Mount Ordeals was, your father. It was Kluya's spirit. Assert your feelings, Cecil. You know it to be true. Sorry, couldn't pass up the chance. I see now, you look so much like Kluya when he was young. That voice was my father. Kluye gave you his power to combat Zemus. We must stop him. For the people of the moon and of the blue planet. Hurry to the Tower of Babel. The Tower of Babel? But it's surrounded by a barrier. I have powers that can neutralize the barrier. We cannot let the Giant of Babel be unleashed upon the blue planet. I shall go with you. And with that, Lunarian Fusoya joins the party. Or Uncle Fu, as I might call him. Alright, but since Fusoya is a lunar and therefore a mage-type character, he has to go in the back, which means, Edge, you're coming up front. And I have no weapon to switch you into that isn't, you know, the Ingetsu, which doesn't really matter. I don't think we're going to be running into mage enemies anytime soon, and the Ingetsu is stronger than a Kotetsu to my knowledge. So, but whatever. So let's see what this guy comes with. I mean, this episode's already going to be long. Might as well make it longer. No reason not to. So he knows all magic. The only problem? His stats aren't that great. I mean, they're good. They're certainly better than Tella's were, but he has 45 wisdom and 60 will. He's kind of a mixed attacker. What I really like to do is I like to focus him more towards being a healer and allowing, you know, Rydia to do the physical, you know, the magical DPS, as it were. However, there is an item that Fusoya has, the energy staff here, which I want to remove so that I can give it to Rosa to boost her will, because, let's face it, she's a better healer than Fusoya will ever be. Which is why, in this particular playthrough, I'm actually going to be having Fusoya serve as an attacker rather than a healer, because, let's face it, Rosa's going to be better off for doing that anyway. I mean, hey, she has more white magic multipliers. I wish I had a second fairy rod to give to Fusoya, but sadly, I don't. Not right now. Actually, I might. If we can go back to... Yeah, when we get back to the Lunar Whale, I can talk to the Chocobo, the Great Chocobo or whatever. You could go behind the altar, but there's nothing there. So, well, at least nothing we can do for right now, so I'm not going to worry about it. But yeah, the Great Chocobo over in the Lunar Whale might have something I can have him use, but in any case, I'll be getting back... I'll go back there off-screen. There's literally nothing different between here and now. There's no text, there's no anything, so I'll meet you guys back at the Lunar Whale, and we'll continue on this game next time, and let's play Final Fantasy IV. So, if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button underneath the video, and hit the annotations in the video so that you can see the previous episode and the next episode, if you're watching this in the future. Now, it's been a while since I've done this outro, so forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think now's the time where I say, do not forget to subscribe. This is Zero Plus signing off, and I will see you guys then.